Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
Tense moments during a high-speed chase that led to a manhunt, where police found this man wanted in Wyandotte.
Last of the snow today, but it is all cold as we head towards the end of this forecast. And wait till you see the numbers coming for the weekend. Kim?
Okay, Ben, but first, it's been 75 very long days, but the wait is finally over. Michigan restaurants reopen indoor dining starting today, but under some very strict rules. They've only had 10 days to make changes and get ramped up for today.
These are the changes we're talking about. Indoor dining capped at 25% capacity. Tables have to be at least 6 feet apart and no more than 6 people per table. Bars and restaurants also have to adhere to a curfew. They have to close before 10 p.m. Sean Lay has been talking with restaurant customers and owners about day one. Sean?
Devin, Kimberly, good afternoon, good evening to you. Let's talk about that 25% capacity. Right now, according to the Michigan Restaurant Association, 3 in 5 restaurants choosing not to open today, saying that capacity, 25%, simply will not pay the bills. We're at Lily Seafood right here on Washington in Royal Oak. The staff, when we got in here this morning, so excited to be back working, and then customers started flowing in, excited to be out of their homes and dining in.
It's a welcome change from the last 2.5 months.
Scott Sittner has a business meeting choosing to meet in person for lunch inside Lily Seafood in Royal Oak as it opened its doors to indoor dining for the first time in months. Scott wants to support local restaurants. He's seen the damage left behind by the COVID-19 shutdown.
I've known at least a half a dozen to a dozen that are out of business forever now, and some that are teetering on the edge. And I feel for the customers and the staff and the owners. Don't know what they're going to do. If they'll open up other restaurants, but they're out of business. It's thousands of dollars lost and dozens of jobs gone forever.
Liz Morton runs Lily's.
We're so excited. The employees are excited. Phones ringing off the hook. Everyone's excited to come in.
She's okay with the state restrictions of keeping capacity to just 25%.
I know we can keep things rolling with that. Plus, our carryout is doing really well, and then we also have tents and 2 little greenhouses.
Sean Stetz has an interesting perspective on today.
So good to be back out. So good to be back out.
He brews beer at Cadillac Straits Brewing Company in Madison Heights. It's closed today, but will be open tomorrow for indoor service. His brewery found a way to survive like many others. He wants others to survive also.
I come here generally every Monday. I got to support local breweries. The nice thing is I can now pour somebody a beer.
Been talking to restaurants and people who run them all day long. They said they have been able to hang on based on PPP loans and the thought that more loan money might be on the way. Carryout that we saw early on, say spring and summer, then those tents, greenhouses, igloos, things like that, really carry out as well at places. And I think we're going to see a lot of those features, Devin and Kimberly, hang on, like the igloos and tent dining. People really like them. 6 o'clock, though, however, we're going to talk to some more restaurants that say at 25% capacity, not good enough right now. They need to get to at least 50% capacity until they can start having some glimmer of hope. That's at 6.
Yeah, tough to make the numbers work for a lot of restaurant owners, Sean. But one business, I heard one business close to where you are right now could not open today.
Yeah, it's sad, just a block away. Beautiful building, Rourke Brewery. It's a tap room. A lot of fans on Instagram today, they posted that they are not opening and they will not be back. One of 3,000 businesses that have closed during this situation.
Exactly right. We've lost so many. Yeah. All right, Sean. Well, it has been riddled with problems since the start of the pandemic, but today the Michigan Unemployment Office rolled out some badly needed changes.
In order to help the thousands of unemployed across the state, it rolled out an updated computer system to reopen claims for pandemic assistance. Business editor Rod Maloney is live tonight with how things went on day one. Hi, Rod.
Hi, Kimberly. Not very well, at least in the beginning. And we're told it had to do with the Michigan, the MI login system for the entire state government, not just the employment department, but they were inundated with people looking to get in and sign up, and they couldn't. And in fact, there's one gentleman by the name of Chris Rusin that we spoke with who had trouble this morning.
I went to go click on to access the recertification, and the website kept locking up.
Like so many, Chris has been out of work since last March, and the struggle over who gets what little he has is getting tougher every day.
It's hurting a lot because I've got obligations that I need to take care of.
Today's announcement came as welcome news. The state now ready for those like Chris who need to reopen their accounts for additional benefits. If you're newly unemployed, you can now apply. This new update covers Pandemic Unemployment Assistance, known as PUA, and Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation, or PEUC. If you reopen your PUA or PEUC accounts, you're allowed 11 more weeks of benefits dating back to January 2nd, going through March 13th of 2021, with $300 per week as a benefit. But there is a new requirement here. You must submit proof of employment or self-employment for the prior tax year. You can show pay stubs, tax documents, or state or federal employer ID information, but you should not upload those documents until you receive notice from the state. But Chris Rusin says he's discovered all is not as advertised.
It says that I can certify on February 15th. But what happens from January 1st through February 15th? It's 6-7 weeks.
So I asked the question of that by email to the unemployment office, and what they're saying is that this is going to take some more time, that getting your certification done is possible, but it's going to take some time for that to happen. And so they're asking for still more patience from people who have been, I think, in many ways, very patient. They're also saying if you want to talk to somebody, it might be best to use the chat room that they have in the unemployment website, as opposed to trying to call somebody, because obviously if you've talked to anybody who's been doing this unemployment thing, getting anybody on the phone is well nigh impossible. Reporting live, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
Okay, Rod, thanks for the update.
Well, the snow was kind of pretty to watch as we rounded out the weekend.
Yeah, but we've had to use the shovels, a couple times in the past week. We wouldn't mind a little break here, Ben.
Just as you asked for, Kim, you're going to get one here at least tomorrow, and it's a Wednesday. But the stuff that's out there, there's about half of the area that didn't even know it was snowing today, because this is really kind of hit a wall there about halfway through the area. So the east side and the south zone have been seeing that persistent light snow, and now we're even watching a batch come in off of Lake Huron. It's up there in the northern parts of St. Clair County, southern Sanilac County. This is not long for the world, though. We'll see this sort of taper off as we head towards daybreak, or I should say sunset tonight. And so even the south zone, which is seeing a little bit more put together widespread snow, we'll see that end. The nor'easter that's responsible for this pulling away, so our winds will shift more to the north. That'll cut off the lake moisture and give us dry conditions starting tomorrow and continuing at least through Wednesday. So we're tracking that, the snow changing to rain on Thursday, and some weekend chances of snow return, but it is the cold that's going to be the big story. And wait till you see these numbers. They're going to show up in the 7-day forecast. It's all coming up in a few minutes, guys.
All right, Ben. Let's take a look now at today's coronavirus numbers from the weekend. The state reporting 2,066 new cases over the past 2 days, so averaging out to just a little more than 1,000 cases per day. Along with that, 8 more deaths in Michigan have been reported. So now let's turn to where things stand with the vaccine.
Yeah, as of today, about 1.7 million doses have been delivered to Michigan, and we've just hit a milestone with over 1 million shots going into arms.
A security vulnerability is exploited in the Beaumont Health vaccine appointment system, and that glitch allowed 2,700 people to sort of cut in line and sign up for COVID-19 vaccines over the weekend. Beaumont says they have canceled all of those appointments. They also say they will continue to email invitations to people who meet the state's criteria. They do not believe that this incident is going to interrupt vaccination operations.
The Wayne County Prosecutor's Office is dismissing all cases related to Governor Whitmer's pandemic emergency orders. This comes after the Michigan Supreme Court ruled that the governor did not have the authority to issue the orders after April 30th. The prosecutor's office said because of the court's decision, there was no legal basis to proceed with nearly 1,800 cases. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we're going to take a closer look at the decision and its implications.
We're also getting our first look at police body camera video of a chase and brief standoff in southwest Detroit.
It all ended on Littlesdale Street, not far from the intersection of Fort and Schaefer. Our Grant Herms joins us live to walk us through exactly what happened here. Grant?
Well, Kimberly, Devin, it all played out here at Littlesdale and Omaha. That man finding his way into one of the vacant houses here in this neighborhood, barricading himself inside as police worked to get him out of that home unharmed. The end of a morning's manhunt and tense standoff in southwest Detroit. A 30-year-old man threatening himself and police barricaded in a vacant home in custody. The man originally wanted in Wyandotte for several thefts in the area. Police there caught up to him and he led them on a high-speed chase, eventually crashing into a yard. Body cam video showing an officer shouting commands. The video here from inside a police SUV as the suspect rammed into them several times. Later in the day, Detroit police catching up with him, hiding out in a vacant home near Liddesdale and Omaha streets.
He was very adamant that he wasn't going to be taken into custody. He was good. The police were going to have to kill him. So a very dangerous situation.
The suspect claiming he had a gun and officers were told to take cover. It's still unclear why the man was so upset, but officers were able to bring him in without incident. So far, no weapon was found.
He wanted to talk to his girlfriend. We had his girlfriend here at scene. They did not talk, but we assured him that we would treat him with respect, that we weren't going to harm him in any way, and we gave him every opportunity to avail himself to a peaceful surrender, which he took.
The man now in custody and a safe end to a tense day. And police do think that drugs were somehow involved in this incident. DPD told us that that man was taken to be checked out. He's now in custody of Wyandotte police, and they hope to have him charged officially sometime tomorrow. Back to you.
Yeah, okay, Grant. Much more ahead on a Monday. Here's Paula.
The superintendent of Detroit Public Schools makes a direct plea to parents to get students back to face-to-face learning in terms of their new learning center reopenings. I'll explain.
All right, Paula, also a local cardiologist with a message we all need to hear. Why this pandemic has her extremely worried it doesn't have anything to do with people catching COVID-19. That's coming up. Alice.
President Biden faces his first big test today on his ability to work across the aisle. I'm Alice Barr in Washington. Coming up, the latest details on a meeting between the president and some Republican senators pitching an alternative COVID relief bill.